it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today we are talking top fave goal planners. I'm doing a whole top of 2022 as far as planners goes. This one happens to be goal planners, and I was inspired by Amanda's favorites. She has a great channel. Definitely go check her out. Today is the top 5 goal planners for 2022, and then I have a couple of honorable mentions that are 2023 planners that I've purchased or received, and I want to mention them in this video in case you are interested in any of them, because they are also really special and awesome planner options. So you guys are totally gonna know what my number 1 is going to be. It's the Makselife. So I ended up using the flagship for 2022. This is the one that I have for 2022. I also have a 2023 here in a couple of different layouts, but I really loved this planner. It's got all the planning stuff. It's got a goal setting section. You can walk through all the goal setting stuff. You can take your little quiz. You can use the compass assessment. Then each month, we're gonna hop to December so I don't show all my stuff, but then in each month you have a monthly goals page, you have your weekly reflection, weekly goals page, and then your weekly layout. So everything can be combined into one if you like their weekly layouts. I happen to have not used this one very much because it is a vertical and I decided I like horizontal better for this year, but I really love their goal setting system. They have quarterly updates. I like that you can change it on a week-to-week basis. You know, it's really daunting, like trying to map out your entire year of goals in one setting and then trying to stick with that all year long. I love that this has flexibility built in because it's got your quarterly check-ins, but it also has your monthly goal pages and then all the way down, breaking it down to weekly pages. And I love that. It keeps your goals right in the forefront every week, and it's just such a nice planner. I'm going to be using it for 2023. I already got my 2023 and I just love it. I think it's a great system. Now I did end up switching to horizontal, so I'll show you. There's the compass assessment. It has a quarterly thing, also monthly reflections. Let's jump to like a weekly spread here. But that's what the horizontal looks like. So I'm going to be using this one for 2023, and I'm really excited to have my goal setting in with my actual weekly planner because I will be using these pages on a weekly basis as well now. But I just think it's just number 1. It's the king of goal setting planners in my mind. I really love it. So that is my number 1. My number 2 is a close second. This is if you have another weekly planner that you already love. You got the Makselife companion notebook. So you get 4 of these little notebooks in the set, and they also came out with a cool little folio that holds the notebooks. It's got elastic bands and you just slide your notebooks in. So this happens to be a different one, a daily intentions, but these little notebooks fit inside the folio all nice and neatly, so you can have it with whatever notebook you're using. You can use it with a bullet journal or an A5 size planner, and it fits right in there with all your other goodness in there. But as far as the actual companion notebooks itself, it's not a weekly spread page. It's basically everything else from your planner. So it's got your weekly reflections and your weekly actions pages. It's got your monthly reflections, your quarterly compass assessments. It also has, we're going back this way, it also has your monthly goals in there, and then it has a little booklet in the beginning to do all your prep work and your goal planning. It has your annual goals in that little extra skinny notebook, but it gives you 4 of these quarterly notebooks, and I think it's a great companion with whatever weekly planner you're going to use. If you don't plan on using the actual flagship itself, you get the whole goal setting part of the system in these notebooks, and I think it's perfect. It's just such a nice size. So that is my number 2 option. If you don't want to use the weekly pages, you still get all the Makselife goal setting goodness in this compact size. I really like it. And now going along the same vein as that, my number 3 happens to be Plum Paper Planner. They actually offer these in the smaller notebooks like this, but you can also get them in the bound books. You can have a goal setting planner that does have your weekly pages with it, and you can just get a goal setting planner from them. This happens to be just a little goal setting, they call this stitch notebook, but it's actually stapled. You can see the staples in there. But it has a lot of goal setting and reflections information in it as well. So here's the beginning of a month. I think these ones happen to be 4 months, whereas the Makselife happen to be 3 months in their notebook, but it gives you all the stuff to outline. It gives you this page for the week. You get a reflections page for the week, and you move in to the same pages all month long, and then you have reflection at the end of the month. You have more note paper to write your reflection down, and you get 4 of those months in this book. And I just think it's a really nice thing. Again, if you want to have a different weekly planner, you can get the smaller compact size book. This one happens to be bigger than A5, if you look at that. There's the A5 compared to it. It's a little bit bigger than A5, but it's a really nice option if you want to use a different weekly planner, or you can buy it in one of the coiled books, like the spiral bound books. It has this kind of a coil on it. You can buy it in that kind of book, and it does have a weekly page in there as well. So you do get options for the Plum Paper planner, and if you get the coiled one, you can pick whatever start month you want and just choose that, and you get a lot of customized options for that. But they do offer it in different things aside from just the saddle stitch book. So Plum Paper planner is a great option as my number 3 option. Now my number 4 option happens to be Powersheets. If you watched my planner regrets video for 2022, you'll know the Powersheets was in there because I did not utilize this. I only used the prep pages. You can see all my prep pages are completely filled out with pink ink. I wrote out my goal setting pages, and then I just did not use the tending list or the different pages. They got a prepare page, a monthly calendar, your brainstorming page, and then your tending list, and then at the end of the month you get a reflections page. So this one doesn't have any weekly pages, but it has a lot of good information in it. I just happened to not end up using it because I use the Makselife so much. I just did not end up using this one, and so it was a regret only because I didn't utilize it. But I really like the prep pages in this. If you are unsure about where your goal setting is going to go and you are like brand new to goal setting, I highly recommend trying out the Powersheets for 1 year and do the prep pages because it is intense. It's like 50 pages of prep work. It walks you through like how to map out your goals, and it really gives you like a vision of what you want your life to look like. It really just asks you lots of deep thought questions. It was a great exercise to go through, and I think that alone makes the Powersheets worth it to just try once and fill out those prep pages and decide where you want your life to go and what you want your life to look like. It really just outlines all of it and tries to narrow down what's really important for you, and I just really like it. I think it's a great quality product. I did end up getting it for 2023 because I want to give it an honest try and try to use the tending list and everything for 2023. I just didn't use it for 2022 very well. So there you go. That's a definite great option. Option number 4. And then my last one happens to be a disc bound system. So if you are a disc bound planner, this one is a great option for you. I happen to really like the versatility of the disc bound pages because you can just take them in and out, combine them with other pages. They pop in and out super easily, way easier than trying to take off a coil and frankenplan. These ones happen to work really well if you want some versatility built in. I just happen to put on some of these little Martha Stewart rings, and I don't have 9 of them because it was a smaller notebook that I took these from. But you can buy just the goal setting inserts from Inkwell Press, and it's the great Inkwell Press paper, and they have a great color scheme. I love, they use lots and lots of the aquas and teals. I'll move to a month here. So for this one, you get a monthly dashboard page. You get what they're calling February Focus and February Download, where you get some habit trackers, you answer some questions, you outline your goals. You also get some of these like quarterly check-ins. Let's see here. Here's a Q1 checkpoint. It goes over their compass assessment and has you answer a lot of reflections type pages. I feel like it's a very bare bones, basic goal setting pages. So it's a great option to include, especially if you're kind of new to goal setting. I think it's a really great way to kind of ease into goal setting. If you're not really sure how much goal setting you're going to do, this is a great, easy option. So I wanted to include it. They have great paper, great color scheme. Their aesthetic is really beautiful. I love their hexagon patterns, and it's just a great, great disc bound option. So I think that's a great one. I just happen to have it all stuck in this one for now. So that is my top 5 list of goal setting planners. Now I have a few ones that I want to mention because they are 2023 ones that I will be talking about more in depth when we get into 2023. The first up is Sprouted Planner, and this one has a different take on goal setting. It's not very goal setting heavy. They really talk about intentions, and they want you to be really intention with your life. Here's their quote here: "Intention is the seed that creates our future." So if you just bring some intentionality into your life, it gets you in the right direction. So it tells you how to use the planner, but these are the main pages: intentions versus goals. You get to kind of map things out. You've got room to write out your intentions. It talks about people and connections. Again, you can map out some stuff there, and it gives you this seasonal page, which I think is really cool. It breaks it down from season. So again, it's not really a goal setting specific page, but it gives you room to map out how you want to be intentional for the year. So I feel like this is like a lighter version of goal setting, and I think it's a really nice option. It also gives you this yearly page for important dates, so you can put your stuff there, and it also has this page, the year list. It's kind of like your bucket list for the year. What are your hopes for the year ahead? It's just a very nice, lighter type of goal setting page. And then you also have some room on the monthly page to write in some goals as well. But it's a very, very simplified version, and I thought it was a great way to do it if you're kind of intimidated by like these big goal-setting books like the Powersheets or the Makselife. If you really don't want to have that much goal-setting stuff, this is a great option because it really just breaks it down, and it's not very goal heavy, but it still has that intentionality built in. Really, really like the sprouted planners, and I can't wait to use them for 2023. And then I've got two other nice bound type goal setting books. This is an Ink and Bolt, and I really was impressed with their books specifically. They have a lot of cool goal setting stuff built in. This one goes pretty deep as far as goal setting goes. It gives you a lot of prep work in here. It wants you to map out your timeline, your goals. You have these pages to map out 5 main goals in the front, and then it gives you these goal setting pages for each month, a goal setting checklist, and also a challenge for each month. So you can mark out your days for the whole month, but you map it all out. And then you also have weekly goals in this book, which is a really awesome concept as well. It's very much similar to the Makselife planner, but this one does not give you specific categories or color coding things. This one leaves it open-ended. It gives you like space for your top 3 main goals of the month, and then more room. You also get some reflection aspect in it, and you get one of those every week. I really like it. I think it's a great, well done book for goal setting, and it's got all your weekly pages in there as well. Oh, by the way, the Sprouted comes in weekly and daily, so you do have your weekly pages along with all your intentionality pages. And then the last one, this is your like goal setting on steroids. I feel like this one has a ton of goal setting. This is Clever Fox. It happens to be their Planner Pro, which happens to be the bigger size. They also have a smaller size planner too, which is a little bit less goal setting centric as this one. This one is like goal setting, like I said, goal setting on steroids. It's got lots of places for you to write your goal setting stuff. And since this one is at 8.5 by 11, I'm going to zoom out a little bit because it's the biggest one, but it gives you lots of room to write out all of your goal setting for the year. It really maps it out all the way to 20 years from now. Like you're seeing where you want your life to be all the way up 20 years from now, which is cool. It gives you lots of room to write, lots of goals in there, 8 categories. And then each 3 months or each quarter gets this page where you map out 5 goals. You can mind map it out. And even further in, you get places for more goal setting on each monthly spread. And then each weekly spread, you get a weekly Monday through Sunday spread and a weekly goal setting dashboard. So this one's like super intense. It's got lots and lots of goal setting stuff. And it also has some reflection built in on the bottom of the page, but it walks you through this every week. So this one is a really, really robust goal setting book. If you want lots of goal setting, the Clever Fox Planner Pro is a great, great option if you really want to like break it down. And then they also have this one. It's an A5 size, and this is just a weekly planner. This one happens to be the premium edition, but they do have other editions of this, but it's the same kind of thing where you're mapping out the beginning of your year, and you map out your goals for the year, and there are 8 categories, and then your 3-month pages as well, but your day-to-day pages are a little bit less robust. There's a monthly review page. So here's a look at the actual weekly page. You get a weekly page, again, Monday through Sunday. You get lines for those, and then here is like a little bit lighter version of the goal setting page. It just has a couple of categories in it. You got your habit tracker still, and a couple of things to answer every week as kind of a reflection. So this one's a little bit less robust. It gives you a lighter version of the same thing, but you still get your quarterly pages and stuff as well. But this one is a little bit lighter on the weekly day-to-day pages for goal setting. So it is also a great, great option. I plan on using these for 2023 and really giving them a good test run because they're great options. But that walks you through all of the goal setting stuff. I've got all of the planners here to share with you guys. Here's that planner stack. Here's that planner stack. I hope you guys like this look at all the goal setting goodness. I would love to know what goal planner you guys used for 2022. I'd love to know. Leave that in the comment section down below and let me know. I really stuck to the Makselife pretty much all year. I tested out a little bit of the Plum Paper. I tested out a little bit of the Powersheets, but I am really excited to give these more of a test run and try out my new 2023 buddies and give you guys more in-depth information after I've used all of these and tried them out a little bit more. But I would love to know what system you guys are using and what worked and what didn't. So let's finish the conversation down below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. I will link to everything down below if you are interested in anything you see. Most of these I do have affiliate links for as well, so I would appreciate if you use my links if you found any of this helpful. And I think that's it. So have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.